What had burner phones, 3 divorce attorneys in 3 states, and a 5-year post-marriage dating ban? Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes' divorce. But the end is just the beginning. Here are the weird things that everyone just ignored about Tom and Katie's marriage. In an odd interview with W, which read more like a passage about a crush from her teenage diary, Holmes passionately answered questions about her then new relationship with Cruise, insisting, "Tom and I will always be in our honeymoon phase."
He's like incredible.
I know. He is.
You picked a good one, Keith. All right.
I'm a lucky lady.
That statement carries significant irony considering the pair later divorced, but perhaps even odder than Holmes' schoolgirl glee was the presence of Jessica Rodriguez, who W described as Holmes' Scientology chaperone. When the reporter asked Holmes about juicier things, like the rumors that Scientology had been arranging matches for Cruise, Rodriguez would reportedly get out of her chair, deflect the question, and steer the conversation back to how very real the love was between TomKat. When pressed by the reporter about her apparent supervisory role, Rodriguez said, "Oh no, we're just best friends." To top it off, the interview ended with the delivery of a well-timed gift from Cruise, a Chanel diamond necklace for Holmes to open right in front of the reporter. Subtle, no? With all the secrecy surrounding the Church of Scientology, it's no surprise that an epic prenuptial agreement would be put in place no matter who Cruise married. What is surprising is that Holmes' father, who is a lawyer, put it together. Though that's pretty much all that's really known about the agreement, many outlets speculated on the specifics. The Mirror reported that Holmes negotiated a sum of just over $50 million for herself and Suri. Meanwhile, TMZ said that the quickie settlement, arranged in just 11 days, didn't secure any kind of lump sum payment for the actress. Instead, Holmes reportedly received $400,000 a year in child support, as well as coverage for all of Suri's expenses. Some allege Holmes' father knew the marriage wouldn't last, so he offered terms so agreeable that Cruise would easily let Holmes walk away. Cruise and Holmes were just a few months into their relationship, but already engaged when they attended his War of the Worlds premiere in 2005. That gave them worldwide red carpet exposure and a prime opportunity to crank up the PDA. Let's just say TomKat did not disappoint. According to MTV News, the elated couple made sure to give the press great angles each time they kiss, even repeating their smooches so photographers could get better shots. Though their behavior was probably meant to prove to skeptics that their romance was the real deal, it looked more like watching your dad excitedly make out with your new stepmom who was a few years ahead of you in high school. Genuine? Who knows? Awkward? Definitely. Before we get into Katie's almost cinematic exit from the marriage, we have to point out the strange coincidence that all 3 of Cruise's marriages fell apart when his wives were 33 years old. According to Perez Hilton, that number is significant because, quote, "The Hubbard Association of Scientologists was founded in Phoenix, Arizona, which lies on the 33rd parallel." When most couples get divorced, it doesn't involve burner phones or secret meetings with 3 law firms in 3 states. But Holmes split from Scientology's golden child, so it could have gone haywire in many ways. In a move presumably designed to avoid a landslide of misinformation that the church could have leaked to the press during drawn-out divorce proceedings, Holmes allegedly made sure everything happened fast. With the prenup already in place, it only took 11 days to negotiate the settlement, which is unheard of in most normal divorce proceedings, let alone a Hollywood uncoupling. Of all the weird things about TomKat's marriage, perhaps the strangest was a rigid restriction Holmes inexplicably agreed to. According to a source speaking to Radar Online, Katie signed a clause that basically said, quote, "She's allowed to date, but she cannot do so in a public fashion, and she's not supposed to let any boyfriend near Suri." If that's true, it really speaks to how desperate Holmes may have been to end the marriage. This supposed dating ban also led to a variety of shady situations in which Holmes and her rumored boyfriend, Jamie Foxx, denied their relationship, which allegedly started in 2013 for years. The good news? Those 5 years have come and gone, so we're presuming Holmes and Foxx can take their relationship to the next level if they'd like.